Hey y'all, it's me, All in Good Fun on September 21st, and I want to talk a little bit today about the transaction that's coming with TikTok, because y'all have probably heard that it's getting purchased by a company called Oracle. Oracle is led by a man named Larry Ellison, tech bro billionaire, big supporter of the current occupier of the White House. Larry Ellison's son's David Ellison, CEO of Skydance, the company that bought Paramount, that saw to it that the Stephen Colbert Show was canceled. So I think you know where this is all headed, because once this transaction goes through, there's going to be an app you'll have to download, which is for the United States use only. So I want to be real clear about something. You won't find me here. You'll find me all the other places where I am currently. I don't care about followers and all that stuff. I mean, I hope you'll come find me because you enjoy my stuff. Anyway, until that point, until the transaction goes through, I want to say something else. I am all in. And I don't mean my name. I mean, I am all in, doubling down on exercising my First Amendment rights. So I'm going to say what I believe to be fact or give my opinion. So if I want to say the occupier of the White House is a convicted felon because he has 34 felony convictions, I will say that. If I want to say he's an SA'er, I will say that because he was found liable to SA in a court of law in the E. Jean Carroll case. If I want to say he has a problem with abuse of women, I will say that. He said himself he'd like to grab women by their privates without an invitation to do so. He bragged about it. He said he liked to walk in on young girls in Miss Teen USA pageant when they were half dressed because he could. He once said he'd like to date his daughter if she weren't his daughter. Okay? He's got numerous cases against him, many of which have been settled because, you know, money buys anything. Meanwhile, if I want to say he's a racist, that's my opinion, but it's based on fact. It's based on the fact that he had numerous racial discrimination lawsuits against him and his daddy's real estate business with him, and that they settled out most of those cases, but they were still there. And he put a full-page ad in a New York newspaper to lock up 5 innocent young black men, the Central Park 5, for a crime they did not commit. And he demanded that the world see Barack Obama's birth certificate because he couldn't bear the idea of a black man in the White House. Now, that's my opinion, but if I want to call him a racist, I think I got some justification for it. And if I want to say I think his name is in that compilation of names, I can say that too. Bloomberg Media released some emails where Jeff and his girlfriend were talking about getting that name removed off of that compilation of names. So I'm pretty sure that name was there. We've all seen the pictures of him partying with that guy Jeff at his wedding. I mean, we've seen all that. So we know they were friends. And you can pretty much guess, you know, he knew what was going on. And there are stories about that as well, but, you know, it's all allegations at this point. But anyway, I think that record needs to be released to the public. More snark to come at All in Good Fun.